So, David, we're hearing that you're working on a book about countdowns that's tentatively called Countdown Culture and why countdowns are so popular. We love count. I especially love
Yeah.
countdowns here on the Throwing Bagels podcast. So, what led you to dive into the topic like that?
Well, first of all, let's just face it, everybody loves a good list. We
Yes.
all love to argue about lists. Someone
Hmm.
throws out a list. I was on Blue Sky earlier today, and I guess there's a thing going around about name your greatest sci-fi movies of all time or something like that. And everyone's joking because Governor Pritzker of Illinois, I guess, gave his list, and the joke was, well, now you know what happens when geeks see a list that they don't agree with. So I guess when it comes to music, it's music geeks, right? So whether it's following the countdown every week, which a lot of people did, um, back in the day, the heritage days of American Top 40, that's what people did. And so many people who followed the charts, the Billboard charts and American Top 40 from week to week, and either they went on to work in the industry or they became rock stars. Elton John prominently has said in his book that he was a stats nerd when it came to following the charts before he even decided to become a professional musician. He just followed them um, because he liked it. He obsessed over it. So we kind of all have that chip where we like to follow how our favorite songs are doing. And then beyond that, it's kind of branched out into this idea of the all-time list and what do we rank as the greatest songs of all time, and how do we decide what music is the canon for um, all of recent history, or whether it's just for our generation. And that's where a lot of the debates come up and a lot of the disputes come up, and especially in this era of social media that we just brought up. In social media, you throw a list out, and especially you throw that list out in countdown form, and it's fun to follow along, but you're also more and more going to have people pushing back and saying, well, why is this list so heavily weighted towards this type of music or these types of singers or something like that? And so I think there's a lot to be explored there. And I kind of came into it by being a fan of the year-end countdowns that WXPN down in Philadelphia does every single year. And so I became a big fan because I went to Temple University for my doctorate. And so I lived down there and became a big fan of XPN and listening to their countdowns every year. And over the years, it became more and more of an event. And along with being an event and getting all that attention, you get that subtle dig and pushback. And so that really fascinated me.